Kweba Rebecca. I am the widow of the late Mulwana Francis Kamya. I got married to Mr. Mulwana in 1993 officially. We were wed in church and we've lived together since that time. We live in Chikasa, LC1 village in Wobulenzi Central Ward and Wobulenzi Town Council in Ruwero District. My husband passed on 10th October 2023 while he had gone to attend a conference. As we were waiting for him to come back, hardly 2 days to the end of the conference, I just received the news that he had passed on. Of course, life was not easy. We experienced a lot of torture from the clan members, from his relatives. But hardly after that, a month after burial, I just got up and thought I needed to proceed. So I asked a friend who referred me to one person who was working in the Administrator General's office, and they guided me on what to do, the different documents that I required to be able to start the process. It was so helpful because for someone who had died outside the country, I had to get certification from NIRA, and I had to get confirmation for registration from URSB. These are processes I didn't know before, but I managed to go through it. And when we had started on the process of getting the letters of administration, I went to the Administrator General's office, and there, after recording the case and giving me the file number, we were asked to hold a family meeting. So I was referred to the Chief Administrative Officer to call the meeting, and incidentally the Chief Administrative Officer delegated to the Town Clerk of Wobulenzi Town Council, who called the meeting. She had advised we invite few relevant people, some of his friends, could be who had information about the late's properties. So I remember very well that date was even 1st February. What I saw in my compound I had never seen before. The clan members had mobilized themselves. They mobilized hooligans, I should call it hooligans. And the compound was full of people. They were shouting all over. So the meeting was really not successful. And the town clerk had scheduled another meeting. She invited us to go to the town council offices, but then they gave reasons they would not be there. They told the town clerk that the late had so many children and now they were gathering all those children, it would take them time. I recall they even wrote a letter to the town clerk telling her to postpone the meeting. So I waited for about 3 months, and when I saw I was not getting justice, I thought I needed to seek for justice. And I remember just telling the town clerk that, okay, we shall meet in court. I didn't even know which court I was going to, but I just told her that. Then I recalled there is FIDA. I had heard about FIDA before, and I had an opportunity earlier on. Okay, maybe what I did that earlier on, the rest of my life I've been in working on women activism. So I had some little information on how I could seek justice. So that's how, while working with the women's movement, that's when I got to know of FIDA. Now when I got this infighting with the clan members, then that's when I remembered there is FIDA. So I just told my son, I'm rushing to FIDA today. So when I went, I got a warm welcome. They registered my case, and of course I gave them the whole history of what we had been going through. The council who addressed my issue told me that since I was a widow who was officially married in church, she said, I think you don't need that whole procedure of the family meeting. So she just told me, let me consult with some senior person in Administrator General's office. And when she consulted, they said, no, she has the marriage certificate. And all these documents had been certified by URSB. Then they told her, just proceed to court. She does not need to go through the family meeting. So, Council Lynette helped me a lot. She asked for the information that I required, documents she wanted, and the certification letter from NIRA. So, she moved on with the process. In fact, for me, I had never been to court. Although I had been working with him, I had never been to court. And when she told me we had to go to court, there was, of course, that fright. I was so very frightened going to court. How would it be? But she just cancelled me. I said, no, I'll be with you. I'll go with you. And on the second appointment, we came with the children. They verified to find out these are the children. What do they say? And then after that, we just waited. And while I kept waiting, then I received information that the letters had been granted, that I should go and sign the letters. So I really want to thank FIDA so much, first and foremost, for the work they are doing in the rural areas, because Luwero is a rural area, and I believe it is with the rural women who are more vulnerable and need their services more. Because I believe if it hadn't been for their intervention, I don't think I would have managed to go through the process and to get the letters of administration. And when I got the letters of administration, really that was a very, very big breakthrough. Because now with the letters, I was able to introduce myself to his bankers. I was able to introduce myself to his former employers. And because of the letters, it has been very easy in all the offices where I've been going to.